Hi everyone, and thank you so much for choosing to join me for this practice today. This is designed for your day off, the day where not much movement should occur, where you have the opportunity to reset, to feel better about your body, and to relax. So we're going to move super slow. We're going to allow ourselves to move with a very gentle approach. And maybe this is like a post-workout stretch as well. Both of those work. So I hope you enjoy, feel relaxed, and your body feels refreshed. We're going to get started today lying down on our backs. Lay down and just start to feel your spine melt into the earth. So it's the idea of taking our movement. We have so many days of so much movement, right? And just trying to chill out. So I want you to extend your legs in front of you, one foot and then the other. And then I want you to take your arms way over your head for a big stretch from one end of your mat to the other, trying to create as much space as possible in the body. So spread your ribs, stretch out through the hip flexors, bottoms of the feet, create room for your body. Sometimes when we have been moving a lot, we like to sit a lot, right? We like to chill. But then sometimes I know that sitting and that chilling gets me a little tight from lack of movement. So today, giving us that little bit, we're going to hug the right knee to the chest, so reach over the shin, and then pull your right knee in really tight to your stomach as you push your left foot out in front of you, getting a lot of space here from one hip to the other. Exhale, open the mouth, breathe out. Good. Inhale, take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, breathe out. Lay your right leg all the way down. Hug your left knee to your chest, so reach your hands over your left shin. Pull it in nice and tight for me and just give yourself a big hug on the left. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, trying to release heat and tension from the body. Big inhale. And let it go. Good. Sorry, Siri started talking to us. And then hug the other knee in, so both knees are in, and then just rock from side to side. So massaging the sacrum, the top of the tailbone, the QL, left and right. Hitting the base of the spine for 3, 2, nice little easy soft rocks, and then give yourself a giant hug, so big squeeze, good. And then from there, you're gonna take the back of those hamstrings and take a big rock up to seated. And then I want you to transition into child's pose, so one knee and then the other. Extend the arms out in front of you. You're gonna take your hips, push them back to your heels, and then bring your forehead down to your yoga mat, so that your arms are fully extended in front of you and that your back is soft. And I want you to breathe in and out quietly. So start to find a very soft breath for the body. A very gentle, slow breath for the body. And then you're going to look out past your fingers. And then just start to walk your hands off to the right side of your mat. Trying to get that nice stretch in that left side body through your ribs. So reaching out. So as you take this kind of twisted child's pose, hopefully it feels good. And remember, if your head can't touch the ground, bring your block or pillow with you and you can put your head on your block or pillow. Walk your hands through center. We're going to find the second side of our yoga mat. So walk, walk, walk. Hands ground down. Exhale, relax. 3, 2. Good. And then bring it back to center for me, nice and slow. Forehead comes down if you can. Try to bring it all the way to the mat. And then I just want you to very carefully bring the gaze forward. Bring the hips forward. Good. Bring the shoulders underneath the palms. Palms underneath the shoulders. And then move your hips a little side to side. So wag your butt. Good. Take your time. When you're ready, bring your hands up to your hips. Bring your hips forward. Press your hips forward. Lift your chest up, up, up. Good. And then you're going to bring your knees so they almost touch. So if they're not touching, bring your inner legs together. And then step your right foot out in front of you. Walk your right foot over to the right. And then I want you to lunge forward and bring your hands down inside of your foot. So just ease the left hip flexor forward. You'll see my fingers line up with my toes, which is important, meaning you want to make sure your knee is in line with your ankle so that everything's in a good place. Exhale, if you would like to, we're going to turn one hand around and then the other. So we're going to stretch out our forearms, the back of those palms. Maybe just do one at a time and then switch. Driving the heels of those hands down, 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 down. And then I just want you to spin your fingertips forward, pause here, breathe. And then we're just going to take 3 rounds, raising our left arm up into the air on the inhale. And then sweeping it back and down to the ground on our exhale. Inhale, sweep it up, make a big circle. Good, exhale, sweep it forward. One more time, reach your left arm way up into the air, big long stretch. And then lower your palm back down to the earth. Exhale, hands go flat. On your next breath, pull your hips back. Slide your right knee back to meet your left knee. Walk your hands back and bring your hands to your hips. Good. Now, without falling, try to raise your left foot, step it through. Gently walk your foot over to the left. That's called heel toeing the foot. Sink the hips forward. Be good to that right hip, right thigh, and then place your palms gracefully on the mat. Good. Again, take a peek at your knee. Make sure it's not past your ankle. And if it is, don't hinge backwards. Instead, walk the foot forward, okay? Feel free to spin your hands around so that your forearms face the other way, stretching out through the front of the elbow and the forearm here. And then let the pelvis sink in. 3. Good. 2. You got this. And then on your next breath, we're going to go ahead and rotate those hands forward, spinning one and then the other. And now we're going to keep our left hand or fingertips on the ground. We're going to raise our right arm from the back, reach it up. Good. Sweep it forward. 1. Reach it up. Sweep it forward. 2. One more time. Reach it up. And bring it down. Oh, yes. Hands go flat if you can. Pull the hips back and then pull your left knee back. Press your hips back to child's pose, soften. And then all I want you to do is press into your palms. Inhale, let the hips sink forward and through. Exhale, pull the hips back. 3 rounds, just like we did before. Moving with me, maybe cat your spine. And then drop the pelvis. So you can move in that way if you want. You can even re-cat the spine as you go back. Or you can keep a neutral back. And then once you get to the last point, you can lower the pelvis. Good. Exhale, take your time, curl your toes on the way back. And then start to lift your knees, straightening the legs, bringing the feet in just a little bit for your downward facing dog. Open the mouth, take a big sigh. As you stretch back with your hips, reach with your bum. Good. Walking your feet up to your hands so you're in a forward bend. Exhale, bow forward and relax your back. Take your hands and reach for each elbow and then hang over your legs. Figure out how to straighten one leg and bend one knee. And then switch, straighten one leg, bend one knee.
Good. Both legs go straight with a slight bend to your knees. Keep lifting up through your tailbone. Feel the crown of your head get closer to the ground. And then release your hands when you're ready. Put your hands on your hips. Help yourself to stand. Don't make it hard. Make it soft and gentle. Good. And then inhale. Take your arms out, up and over the head. And then exhale into a forward bend. Inhale, flat back. Good. Exhale, ground your hands wherever you can. Fold forward. This might be really hard, so you can always keep your hands on your legs. And then I want you to bone by bone rise up for me again. It's a half sun salutation. Reach up. Exhale, bow. One more round. Nice work. So we have a half lift together. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. That's your forward bend. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Standing back bend. And then rest your hands by your sides. Good. Cross one forearm over the other. All right. You're going to make an X. And then you're going to interlace your fingers, all right? So you went from an X to an interlace. Perfect. Then you're just going to roll your wrist in and out. So therapeutic wrist roll out and in. A very kind of simple way to reduce tension that you might have in your forearms, your hands, your fingertips. Good. Now I want you to reach your arms out. Hold it. Fingers are interlaced. Notice which forearm is on top. And then switch. Interlace the other way. Palms are touching. Nice. And then just roll in and out. You might get a few cracks in there. Maybe it feels good in the elbows. And you can use this anytime. Good. Rest your hands. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bow. Flat back to lengthen. Gaze out. Plank as you step back, one foot and then the other. Good. Exhale, lower down to your belly. So drop your knees and then bring your chest all the way down. Bend your knees and then slowly wag your feet side to side. Massage the quads. Good. Little rockin', little rollin'. One more time, little rockin', little rollin'. And then you're going to place the top of your feet down a few inches apart. And then I want you to bring your forearms forward for Sphinx. And your chest is reaching forward for this action. So really breathe in here, pick up your face. Look at where my elbows are. They're out in front of my body. So I'm not collapsing. Instead, I'm pushing down to lift up. Take a few breaths right here. 3, 2. And then on your exhale, very carefully, we're going to push into those arms. Create a gentle back bend. It's a seal pose back bend. Chest is up. Exhale, forearms down. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. Pressing into the forearms. Bring the chest up. And then exhale, down. Beautiful. Slide your arms back. 1 and then the other. Palms go flat into the mat. Chin or your forehead goes down. Curl your toes so you can pick up your kneecaps. And walk your thighs back a little bit more. And then put the tops of your feet back down. Good. Ground your palms. Come up using the strength of your back. Push down into your hands. Hug the scapula. And then lower. Good. Just raise the arms up now. And then try to hug the scapula without that. And then add the back bend. And then try to hug the scapula. Pinch your shoulder blades really, really tight. 3, tuck your chin a little bit. Keep your neck long. Keep pinching. 2.
Exhale, lower for 1. Nice. Hands under the chest. Gently press up, cobra. And then back into child's pose. This time, extended variation of balasana. Try to take one hand back to your foot and then the other, bringing your head down. So see if you can feel a little bit more of a rounding sensation in the upper back. A sensation that gives you those vibes of therapy. So the sensation of release, pleasure, and enjoyment, but then also the effort of work. Reaching back for those feet. Bring your hands up to your hips. Bring your hips forward. Again, we're going to bring our right knee up to our chest. Exhale, step it through. Heel toe your right foot to the right, and then you're going to sink your hips ever so slowly forward. And then bring your hands down. Good. Feel the pull in this left hip as you sink forward. Breathe. And then this time, instead of opening up our left arm, we're going to open up our right arm. So keep the left hand down. Inhale, right arm rises. Good. Exhale, circle it back and up. 1, 2. Try to get that shoulder blade moving. And 3. Reach your right arm all the way up to the sky. Big breath in. My palm is facing the stars behind me. Exhale, put your right hand down. Pick up your left knee. And then we're going to walk it to the left so that we're in a wide-legged forward bend. Because I want you to very gently soften and fold. Roll your shoulders while you're here. See if you can do that. 3, 2, 1, and then with soft knees, roll up the spine inch by inch, bone by bone, get to the top. Good. And then turn your toes out 10 and 2. And this is meant to be a hip opener and a little shoulder stretch here. So yes, it's a little bit of work, but not too much. Hands are going to come to those thigh bones. And now I'm going to turn my fingers in. And then I want you to drop a shoulder in. And then inhale, center, and then exhale, drop a shoulder in. Good. Inhale, center, drop a shoulder in if it feels good. And then drop a shoulder in if it feels good. Good. I won't hold you here much longer. Inhale, press up, straighten those legs. And then we're just going to step to the top of our mat. Feet are together. Inhale, reach up and lean back. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift your spine, flat back, sticking out the bum, leading with the heart. Exhale, fold, step it back to plank. One foot and then the other. Take a big inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop your knees. Bring your hands to your hips. Bring your spine up. Good. When you're ready, big step forward, left foot. Move it a little bit to the left. Sink into your hips. And then bring your hands down to the ground. So just notice if your hips are starting to give you that moment of like release, right? Or if you're like, yeah, no, they're still real tight. And then let's take the left arm up and away. Stretch it out. And then it's just going to circle. 1. Good. 2. Try to get full range of motion of that shoulder. And 3. Reach up and away. Hold it. Open up. Breathe. Stretch. Crave more space. And then lower your left hand to your yoga mat. Beautiful. Press into your left fingers. Look forward. Nice long spine. Stretch it out as you sink your hips. Bend your knee. Good. And then instead of pivoting to the right this time, because we already took that wide-legged stance, we're going to pick up our right kneecap. And we're gonna step up to the top of our mat so our feet are gonna be close together. I want you to place your hands on your shins, take a nice flat back. Now, I'll show you here. You're gonna turn your heels so they almost touch. So my heels are like 2 inches apart and my toes are turned out. And then I just want you to sink down. Your heels are gonna come up off the ground. And the goal is to hang out right here, okay? Just pushing your knees apart, stretching. Or you're more than welcome to walk your hands out, kind of relax your back. And obviously this is pretty deep, so if you can't go here, that's okay. And then the fullest version would be reaching one hand back and then the other, grabbing your heels and then rounding in. Soften your shoulders. 3, 2, wherever you are, one hand and then the other, bring the torso up. And then simply plop your bottom back on the ground and then the feet are gonna touch. Sit up as tall as you can, breathe in. Walk the hands out, exhale. Walk the hands to the right like we did in child's pose. So find that motion to the right. Good. Exhale to breathe out. Walk your hands through center over to the left, finding range of motion here. Give me that nice little pull in your low back. And then crawl back to center. You're doing a great job. Exhale, soften and fold. 3, 2, and then very carefully rise up. Left leg extends out in front of you. Hug the right knee to your chest and then twist. Left arm grabs on, right hand pushes down behind you. Rotate. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, rotate forward. Give me a pivot. Right leg out, left leg in. Wrap and twist, and hopefully your body's feeling a little bit more mobile, like you were able to kind of get up and get moving a little bit, feeling more space, noticing your breath as it moves through the body. And then exhale, turning forward. Your feet are both going to be out. You can have them together or apart. When your feet are open about this much, you get a little bit more room, so it's up to you. Reach up, 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 up. And then reach out, 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 out. And then wherever you get, maybe it's here, just put your hands down. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. Just rest. My feet are really active. My toes are reaching up to the sky and they're pulling back towards my shins. It's called dorsal flexion. So hold on to that. 3, 2, rise up. Come all the way up. Nice. And then you're going to pick up your butt by pressing into your hands. Scooch it forward. And then gently lay down onto your back, please. And you're going to pull your knees to your tummy. And you're going to give me a side-to-side rocking effect, just like we started class. So the sensation of rocking on the lumbar spine. Exhale, you're going to plant your left foot. Cross your right ankle over it. Take your right hand, place it on the right inner thigh, and then push the right leg away from you. Create room in your hip flexor as you push away. And then on your next breath, you're going to pull your left knee to your chest, and you're going to rock on your low back from side to side. 3, side to side rocking. 2, nice work. And then exhale, give it one more hug, release left foot. Put your right foot on the mat.
Exhale, just cross your left ankle. Don't do anything yet. And then place your left hand on that inner thigh, push it away. Giving yourself a nice stretch in the hip flexor as you press into the leg. And then very carefully, once you feel ready, you're going to wrap your hands behind your right leg. And then here's where the stretch on the left hip comes in. So this is known as figure 4 pose on your back or pigeon on your back. So you'd say supine, pigeon, supine, figure 4. Exhale, release your feet. Good. Make a really gentle approach to bridge. So just inhale, guide your hips up. And then guide your hips down. Let's do that 2 more times. Guide your hips up. Guide your hips down. Last time, yes you can. Guide your hips up and away. And then guide your hips down. Good. Give your knees a hug as you gracefully pull them to your chest and then rock a little bit side to side. And then we're going to put our hands next to us. We're going to raise our booty up a little bit, drop our knees to the right as we stack them one on top of the other. And you'll feel that side body stretch through the left ribs, glutes as you open up into this twist. 3, 2, 1 more big breath, and then exhale. You're going to come through center. Take your time. Pick up your booty, bump it to the right. Stack your knees to the left for me. Relax the shoulders, and then exhale, twist. So feeling that space in the outside of your right booty, stretching through the ribs and the side body for 3, 2, good. 1 more big breath. Fill up as you stretch. Twisting should feel very, very nice and relaxing. And then exhale, easing back to center. Take your time. Hug your knees to your chest. Give yourself lots of love. You deserve it. And then lay your body fully down in a place where you feel like you can relax for the next minute or so into your Shavasana. I'm going to let my hands rest up by my sides as I close my eyes with you and just experience this sensation of complete rest and relaxation. Of our allowing ourselves to feel good about our bodies and our mind. And about so many more things that come along with your yoga practice that make you feel good about who you're becoming and how your body is changing. Inhale, breathe in deeply. Exhale, breathe out deeply. Inhale, fill it up, breathe in deeply for me. Exhale, breathe out deeply. And then on your inhale, reach your arms way over your head, biggest stretch that you can make. And remember, if you ever want longer in Shavasana, take it, okay? Wherever you're taking your practice today, enjoy. Bring your knees to your chest. Big hug as you exhale. And then gently come to seated. Easing your way up and then finding a comfortable seat on your bottom. As you sit up nice and tall, try to soften the shoulders down the spine. Allow your palms to come to the heart and feel connected to your bodies. I hope you feel more relaxed. I hope you feel like you had the opportunity to move in a way that wasn't too aggressive, but gave you the sense of purpose today and allowed you to feel good. Let's bow forward as we close our practice today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope your bodies feel nice and relaxed with mine. Thanks, guys.